Let me adjust my camera. We make the worst videos, don't we? The radio station is up. Dark Sky Radio is up. It is an internet radio station. What you've been seeing for the last year, roughly, was kind of a shell, just kind of a template to lay out to try to figure out what do we want to do. What do we want to do? And now we have moved on to phase 2. We're doing it. The player that is on darkskyradio.com right now is mobile friendly. All you got to do is press the play button when you pull it up on your phone. We've been working really hard to kind of make this better because a lot of our Indian friends, watch on their phones. And what I want to do right now is just kind of go through what we have and understand this, that there are 2 versions of this. If you get it on your mobile device, you will not have all of the versions. You will not have them. And it's just the reality of where we find ourselves. If you have a computer and you go on to darkskyradio.com, you have everything, right? So the very first thing that happens when you type in darkskyradio.com is you are brought to the station page. And the station page will tell you a little bit about what we're doing. There is a media player there that is streaming music from our radio station. We have a library kind of in place. That library will be expanding and shows will be developing, okay? And you can listen to it. And I've gone on several different phones and you're able to listen to it. I know with the last one it was just like you had to, you had to have the blessing of God to get that thing to work, and or you had to know how to backdoor it, which not everybody's going to backdoor, right? Coffee, very important. The second thing is a tab called documentaries. So what you're going to do is if you click on the documentary page, you're going to find a documentary playing about music related, music industry, and each month I'm going to add a new documentary. So right now there's a documentary up about U2. And they're kind of not so much the music, but their social activism. And you can watch that, and that is also available on the phone and on the computer. And so what we'll see is, the end of January, I'll add a second documentary, and the past one will be linked. So if you want to go into an archive and watch something, you can. You'll be able to hit that and touch that. Then the next tab we have is the podcast, which is going to be different than the radio shows, right? Because we are a full-blown radio station, but we got to develop shows and still get some things there. If you go to the podcast, what you're going to hear is just hand-picked the kings of the underground. These are like the best indie bands that I think deserve mainstream attention. And they'll be in the players. You can go through and listen to them. And I'm also linking on that page. You'll see a thumbnail, and on that thumbnail will be the band. So right now, the Freak Show, we have Pigeon John playing, and you can go check out Pigeon John. If you click on the picture in the right-hand side, it takes you to his website. So if you're listening to a band and you say, "Hey, listen, I really enjoyed it. That was pretty good. I want to buy it. I want to eat." There you go. You just click the link and there you go. And this is going to be like the documentary. Each month we are going to be adding a new king of the underground. And that way it'll kind of build over time. Pluto TV, we are a founding father of Pluto TV, and we have our own kind of stuff going on there. Some of you are very familiar with it and watch it and, give us feedback and whatnot. But Monday, Tuesday is anime. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the 80s. So you get videos from the 80s from various groups. And then Saturday and Sunday are B-flicks, typically kung fu movies, because that's how I roll. If you go to the sponsor page, the sponsor page isn't a typical sponsor page. I mean, it is in the sense that, these are the people who support us. But if you click on Humble Beast and Face Down Records, you can get some free music from them. If you click on T Blocks and you enter in MovieCom TBX, you can save money on T-shirts. So I mean, it's a little different because they kind of give it away. The MCC, right? The Movie Community College. That's kind of an interesting thing with blogs. We have writers now. We have a technical guy. And you can go read the various blogs, and the blogs come from me, they come from the Warrior Queen, they come from some of our Indian friends. There are 3 Indian friends that we have that partake in this with us, and you can read their blogs. We have a blog from King Khan, who is the greatest, the Balakrishna documentary, Decolonizing the Indian Mind, which was a good read. I've been Arnabbed, Glamour versus Emotion, the Pad Vamonti, just some really, really good stuff going on there that I think that you would enjoy. Then we go over to the crew. Who is the crew? Who makes up MCC, right? Who makes up Dark Sky Radio? And there it is. Julio the Illegal, he is our illegal alien who helps me with radio technical stuff. Hello, Julio. Good job. We will hide you from Trump and the immigration police. We have myself, the professor. We have the Dark Web, who you guys haven't met yet. The Warrior Queen, and I put a little color on the Warrior Queen. We have a Black Wonder Woman representing her. And then we have some Indian folks that are involved here, and to my Indian friends, I apologize if I missay your name. So we have Birendra Balhar, who blogs for us. We get a blog from him once a month, and we feature it there. We have Mayurka Tripith, who is another writer, and she wrote one on King Khan, who's the greatest of the Khans. And then we got my main man, Rishikesh Jagtap, video editing, and if you click on him, you can go check out his company. He's starting a company, and Superhero Seed, be your own superhero. You can click on that and check that out, and see what he's working on. I'm looking forward to working with him, and I think it'll be a good thing. And then the About Us. If you click on About Us, you can find out about us. I give you just a little history of us, and I give you our lineup. And so when you're looking at the lineup, and these are the shows that we have in development. If there's a date and time, they've been developed and are going to be implemented on the station. You can check that out. First, we have the Freak Show, and we're going to feature music from a single artist. Maybe there's an interview tied with it. Maybe there's some interesting behind the scenes. Bullet the Blue Sky, it's going to be all U2. Revolution, which is the Warrior Queen and I, it's our FM show that we do. The Unveiling, Anavaran, which a lot of the Indian friends are familiar with. Movie Talk, discussing movies. The Acoustic Storm, which is all acoustic music. The Bruce Lee Files, that will be a good thing. We're trying to get Shannon Lee on and discuss some things with her. Remnant X Radio, Sundays at noon, we'll kick that off. And so far, the 2 that we have done, that were implemented and we're ready to go with, is the Freak Show, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and Remnant X Radio, Sundays at noon. Now, I know this isn't going to be a super exciting video to watch, and I see there are my Indian friends are on right now listening to the radio station. Good job. And now they just hung up on us. Okay, so I hope this gives you an idea of where we're going. I'm really looking forward to developing some Indian radio shows to have on, and I think as the station's got some great capabilities. The people that we've teamed up with, and I think we can go a long way. And so if you want your own radio show, keep that in mind. We'll figure something out here. Peace and God bless, my friends. Merry Christmas.